What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, I will be predicting the championship games for the NFC for the NFL and the AFC championship games for the NFL. So anyways, let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This weekend is the NFC and the AFC championships games. These two games will determine the two organizations that will make the Super Bowl. The four teams that have made the NFC and the AFC championship games. For the AFC, it will be the New England Patriots, who are 16-3, and the Denver Broncos, who are 15-3. For the NFC Championship game, it will be the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. So let's go ahead and talk about both of these games. Let's first begin by talking about the New England Patriots versus the Denver Broncos. Now, currently at the moment, when you're looking at the betting polls and the team statistics and the win probability, right now the New England Patriots are definitely way ahead of the Denver Broncos. I think most people going into this NFL playoffs thought the Denver Broncos were going to walk in and they were going to make the Super Bowl very easily. And I think many people would have predicted that until very recently. At the end of the game, the Denver Broncos played very recently with the divisional playoff rounds. Unfortunate quarterback Bo Nix was injured. He had a freak accident, it seemed like, I think during the overtime, I'm pretty sure. And quintessentially, he got injured, and Bo Nix is not playing in the championship games at this point. So coming in will be Jarrett Stidham. Now I'm going to say this about Jarrett Stidham. I think Jarrett Stidham is an all-right quarterback, but I do not think he is the greatest quarterback out there. Now, the one thing the Broncos do have advantage of, they do have a pretty solid offense, and they do have a pretty good defense as well. So that's one thing that is going to help the Denver Broncos, but my biggest worry is Jarrett Stidham. I don't think Jarrett Stidham is the strongest quarterback out there. He's good, but he's not great. He's not as good as Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix is a really good quarterback who's been really good with this team. But you got Sean Payton, who's probably going to do some really good play calling. And then, of course, you have the New England Patriots, who are 16-3. They have a really good defense going in. You got Mike Vrabel, who has led this organization to a ton of success this year. And you have the Drake May era, where May, I think, has been doing a phenomenal job this year and is also a major reason why the New England Patriots are also here in the first place. And I think that is something that's going to be a huge advantage to New England, is you have the star quarterback who is playing. That's the issue with the Broncos. They don't have their star quarterback. But the Broncos do have a good defense, so that is going to help them. But the same thing goes for the Patriots. I think this is going to be a very, very close game. So what is my prediction for the for the AFC Championship game? I think it's going to be a relatively close game, but I think that the New England Patriots, for me, I think the New England Patriots are going to be the Denver Broncos. My score is going to be 30-23. I think they're going to win by one touchdown. I think it's actually going to be a relatively close game. I wouldn't be surprised at any point if the Denver Broncos are able to get the lead in the game. But I just look at the fact that you don't have Bo Nix being the quarterback. I think that is going to hurt them in the long run in this game, unfortunately. And I think that's just going to give the Broncos the chance to lose. I think it will be them, and I think that it will be them going in. I think the New England Patriots are going to win 30-23, and they'll have a chance and opportunity to win the Super Bowl. I think that's how it's going to go down. I think they will be going in, and I think they will make it to the Super Bowl this year. Which leads to the NFC Championship game. The Los Angeles Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks. Now, looking back at both of the games, the Seattle Seahawks completely dominated the other organization they played against. They won 41-6 in the divisional rounds. So this should, without question, be a massive slam dunk for the Seattle Seahawks, right? Well, I think Los Angeles, they're going to be able to put up somewhat of a good fight. They are a very solid team. But my biggest concern is the fact that they got nearly beat by Chicago. It had not been for some questionable things that happened in the game and some mistakes that were made by Caleb Williams, there's a very good chance that the Chicago Bears, they're playing the Seahawks instead of the Los Angeles Rams. Because the people over there, while Matthew Stafford did have a really good game with the Rams, the Seahawks, they're a much stronger court at this point. So as much as I want to say, the Rams have a really good chance and opportunity to win, I just don't feel too confident that they're going to have a really strong chance and opportunity to Ram. I think the betting odds have to be, without question, going in favor of Seattle. I mean, to be fair, when you look at the betting odds, the Rams, according to them, they have a higher chance right now than the Denver Broncos to win, which doesn't make any sense because I think Denver, they've got a better chance to beat the Patriots than the Rams against the Seahawks. So I think you all kind of know where I'm going with this at this point. I think the Seattle Seahawks are not only going to win this game, I think they're going to dominate the Rams. I think the score for the game I think it's going to be very similar to the one they had against the team they played. I think that the Seahawks are going to win 40-15. I think the Rams, they're not going to have a really good chance against the Seattle Seahawks. I think the score will be 40-15. I think they're going to beat them, and I think they're going to win and go to the Super Bowl, which means the final two teams I have in the Super Bowl is going to be a rematch going back to 2015, where I think it'll be the Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. And I'm a NASCAR guy, by the way, so I want to preface this. There is a little bit of correlation on the NASCAR side of things. In 2015, there was a new championship format that was created called the new Chase Championship format, or the second year of the championship format. I should say, not the first year. I should clarify that. But I'll make something. The Seahawks, actually, of course, in 2014, they made the Super Bowl that year, and they had a very dominant year in 2014. The new championship format was created that year in 2014. The Seahawks went on to win in dominant fashion against the Denver Broncos. 2015, they also went up against the Patriots. They lost against the Patriots. But I think the Seahawks, they have a really good advantage. If you're on the NASCAR side of things with a new championship format, you're probably looking at the Seahawks to be the favorite to win. And I think the Seahawks right now, they're the favorites to win. I think they've got the best chance and opportunity. So I think it's going to be Seattle Seahawks versus the Patriots. I think those are two teams that are going to go to the Super Bowl in 2026. Tom Grossi would agree with me on that too. He kind of predicted that in his video. I have those two teams going in, being the Seahawks versus the Patriots in this year's Super Bowl. So that is going to be it for the predictions for the NFC and AFC championship games. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon. Links, description below that, and comment below your predictions for the championship games. Who do you think's going to Super Bowl? Let me know it in the comments below. The next time you're going to see me on this channel, we'll be doing predictions for the Super Bowl. It will be Super Bowl 60 or 61, I'm pretty sure. We'll have those predictions going up on the channel, and then we'll probably have a reaction to Super Bowl at the end of the night. Also, on my main YouTube channel, the NASCAR side of things, I will be having some content in every NASCAR silly season move dropping, talking about people like Haley Deegan, who announced her stuff recently, Shaman Gisbergen, Connor Zilch, Daniel Suarez making moves, other drivers like Cletus McFarland, Harris Saburn, among other things, and even Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch and all that stuff. We'll probably talk about that as well. And of course, we're going to have some other videos on that main channel. Reactions, Rolex 24, sponsor, silly season, other stuff coming as well. So there's a lot of great content dropping. Can't wait for you guys to see it on the main channel. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode. I'll see you guys in more NFL, MLB, and other stuff like this on the channel. Take care, buddy.